Beep, 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 beep. Oh, joyous day. Once again, I bring you grand and tremendous news from the GC fight against the LGBTQ nut jobs that have plagued this land for many a year. I need your help, okay? Right, so the first things first, we got to get this out there, right? Really got it. So to subscription, notification, like, share this onto Twitter in your groups, share it to Facebook, share it to everywhere. This is in 2 parts, okay? So the first part is this. They've stopped selling hormones off Google. As reported by Perick News, who I don't normally read from, but this time I will read from it. So, Google delists sites selling private trans hormones following UK government request. Oh, we're off and running now. We are. They're at the gate. They're at the gate. Here we go. So part 1 is this, all about this, right? Part 2 is about Manchester Pride, and this is really important because the 2 things are linked, and I'll explain why in a moment. Please do stay and listen to the complete thing. I'll try and get over as quick as I can because I know you're all busy folk. Right. Search engine giant Google has reportedly delisted 2 pharmaceutical websites which sell hormones after a UK regulatory body requested their removal. Here we go. It started. The pharmaceutical websites were reportedly blacklisted following a request from the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency. This is serious stuff, right? Meaning they cannot be found through the search engine. The sites are reportedly used as an alternative way to purchase hormones, given the hefty price of private healthcare practices and the long waiting list for NHS care. Right. An operator of one of the sites, who remained anonymous, what a surprise, told tech publication 404 Media that it had not been contacted about the delisting and that Google were not obligated to do so. However, Google's decision to align itself with a government determined to strip its citizens of access to safe and timely healthcare is unsurprising. Safe and timely healthcare. There is nothing safe about any of this. Right? Nothing. This is Prick News. Okay, so in the short term, trans persons will be left with no healthcare until it's not healthcare. It ain't healthcare. It's body modification by using extreme drugs, which we're going to stop, by the way. Look. Now, this next paragraph is absolutely surreal. Whether in pre-war Germany or at the many points within the UK's sordid history regarding the LGBTQ plus community, trans people, and indeed the LGBTQ community as a whole, have never been anything but resilient. That's a lie. And not only that, it's an attempt to link anybody who doesn't agree with their hard left, communist, mad, body altering, child hurting, anti-science, anti-human belief system as a Nazi. Believe us or you're a Nazi. That's what they're doing. They're drawing a parallel between the 2. Now, here's the next bit. You can read this. I'll stick it in the Dubras, even though it's pink news, right? I'll stick it. Actually, I might put it on my archive so they don't get any money, right? So you could go and have a read of it, right? Now, so here's why it's connected to Manchester Pride. We now have CAS. We have WPATH. We have the new, what was it? Curus, QUS, the new Curus documentation around the post-transition rates of harm, self-harm, okay, which are massive. And we also have the documentation from the Royal College of Psychiatry, all of the things that have come out in the last few days. Now, the reason I need you to share this as far as you can and as wide as you can is because beneath this, I've put once again, my Manchester Council and Pride report, or sort of document thing. Read it. Go and have a look. It's about 20 pages long. Go and have a look and see what I'm asking for. We must force Manchester Council to call a moratorium on Manchester Pride until a safeguarding review has been carried out so that we can make sure that under no circumstances at what is purported to be a family event are they pushing trans or queer identities which are linked to iatrogenic and actual medical harm of children. Right? So at Bev Craig is the council leader. And you'll also see down below in the comments that I've put the email address for Bev Craig. I want you to write to Bev Craig by email and ask her why she hasn't responded to Barry. Right? That's what I want you to ask her to do. Because I need this safeguarding to take place. I don't want to stop Manchester Pride, just so you get this. But we cannot go ahead and have it as a super spreader for gender identity ideology and what we now know to be disastrous treatment, hiding as medical care. It's actually medical experimentation. So please do help me in this by writing to Bev and asking why she's not replied to me by report, or tweeting Bev at @BevCraig, which is on the old Twitters. Or you might want to have a read of my documentation and write your own piece about why you're concerned. Because if Manchester Pride goes ahead and they've got floats and areas and stuff that is aimed at under 18s, which contains anything to do with or visibly supports and promotes trans or queer, it is a safeguarding red flag. Go. Help me. Please help me to get this message out to Manchester Council that they must carry out a full safeguarding review and EDI assessment. All right? Let's take it. It's good news. I'll see you later. Bye.